right. Hello, all you night readers, and welcome to Tarot Days and Nights Lenormand edition. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing well tonight. It's good to see you all here. Let me get us in, get us started, and see what's going on. It's good to see so many of you here. Yes. It's good to see so many people. Breezy, beautiful Aries, Zena, Mary Ellen Hughes. Hey, Jaleesa. Jaleesa, hi. It's good to have you over here. I see you every day over at MPT show. Breezy, Samantha, it's nice to have you. Thank you. Freedom, thank you for your donation, and I will get to you first. Jeannie Girl, Breezy. I said Breezy already. Jessie Angel, Chanel, Selena, Christina, Shivani. It's good to have you all. So, we are doing Lenormand readings tonight. It is Lenormand Wednesday, and so every night, every week, at the 6 o'clock show, we do Lenormand. And Lenormand is very different than tarot. I kind of go over this every week with everyone because there's new people here and stuff. So Lenormand is it's cards, right? It's cards like tarot. However, it's not tarot. Tarot, you really read the images, right? You read the images on the cards, right? You can tell what things are just by looking at the pictures. You can tell what they mean and what the meaning is, and you can kind of glean an idea of a story just from the pictures. In Lenormand, you don't have that. The pictures don't really make the story up. I mean, they can maybe enhance a little bit of what I say, but it's not that. You could, if you take a look, Lenormand cards have a playing card value on them, right? So this one is the Ace of Diamonds it goes along with. You could just take a regular deck of cards and write on the Ace of Diamonds, you could write number 31 because that's what card number it is, and you could write Sun on it. And if you did that with all the cards in this deck onto a regular playing card deck, you would be able to have a Lenormand deck without ever having to buy one and just use a regular deck of cards. You can also see a regular tarot deck is 78 cards. 78 cards, major and minor arcana. The Lenormand deck is only 36 cards, so a little less than half of the cards. One less. One less than half. So just a couple little differences here and there. Lenormand cards, some of them, I mean, there's two maybe that mean the same as their tarot counterparts, but the rest of the cards are different. They are completely different than cards in tarot. There's no suits. There's no 1 through 10 and page, knight, queen, and king, and there's no major arcana. There's none of that. It's all very different. So we do these once a week, and the readings are very best. The best readings you'll get from a Lenormand deck are very, very specific questions. So I always say, make sure you have your specific questions ready for Lenormand night, because, well, that is exactly what you need. And Freedom would like to know if I see any luck coming for her and her boyfriend. Freedom donated to me just a little bit ago before the show started, and I do appreciate that. Thank you for your donation, and thank you for your generosity. So, all right, so here is what we have. I know they look so different, don't they already? You have Stork, Clouds, Ring, and Letter. Stork, Clouds, Ring, and Letter. And Stork tells me things, you want to know if there's any luck coming for the two of you. And I think things are getting better, but they just seem to be very blocked by something, very obscured, very unclear, right? You feel kind of confused about how things are going between the two of you. I think once you get past the clouds, once you get past that confusion, you will see that there is commitment on the other side, right? Ring is all about commitment, a promise to do something, or a promise to, to be together. And I think that is going to be a very formal promise, right? Letter is all about, it's about news, but it's also about formality and doing things very formally. So I think things are getting better between the two of you. I just think you can't quite see it yet. You have to really look hard to see it, because it's hard to see through the dark clouds. And that's what you think you're in right now, right? You think you're in a spot where life is just dark clouds for the two of you. However, I think you're going to get past the dark clouds. And once you do, again, there's that formal commitment that's coming. And that formal commitment could be, obviously something very, very good when you're talking about a luck with a relationship, and you get a formal commitment. Well, that could mean a couple of things is all. All right. So that's what I get for you, Freedom. Very good. Very good way to start off the show. That's for sure. Shivani, how does P feel about you currently? So, yeah. So thank you again, Freedom, for the donation and stuff. I do appreciate that. That was very nice to see when it came in, and I was like, ooh, well, I hope she's at the show tonight so I can thank her and do her reading for her. All right. How does P feel about you currently? Yes. So there are, like I said, there's only 36 cards, less than half of a tarot deck. So you will end up seeing a lot of the same cards throughout the night. So after a couple times, you'll know just what the card is meaning, or at least have an idea of where it's going. So I think P is the man, right? P is the man. In tarot, gender does not matter, right? We could be talking about your boyfriend, and he could have qualities of the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Wands, or the High Priestess, any of the female cards. And vice versa. A woman can have the qualities of like the kings or the knights, or any of them. Doesn't make any difference. However, in Lenormand, when a card comes up, and this one especially, when this one comes up and it says man, this is only about a man. It cannot be about a woman ever. So I think P is thinking that he is the man with a lot of power in this relationship. He feels like he has that he is the one to be the authority figure in your life right now. I think he has some secrets, though, that are going on in life, and those secrets make things difficult for you to be completely happy all of the time. I'm not sure that the happiness and the joy are always there, because there are hidden secrets in the relationship. So that's what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I get for you, Shivani. All right. Yeah. I think P thinks that he is the powerful authority figure male in this relationship, or in your relationship, I should say. So please feel free to tell me, do you guys look forward to Lenormand night? Do you look forward to Lenormand night? Hello, Christina. My nephew has been ignoring my dad for a while, and no one understands why. My question is, what caused my nephew to ignore him, and will it end soon? Your nephew will be 13. Well, there's a good reason right there. There is a good reason. Because 13-year-olds ignore everybody. That's my first answer. It's just the whole idea of being 13, I guess. So I think something is, I think something's going on, and I think something is really bothering him. All right. You might think it's getting better, but it's really not. And something is bothering him. Something's causing him a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress. Something is eating away at him. And I think that is, I think that's the problem. I think because he's afraid, because he has, he's having these feelings, which turn out to be his intuition, most likely, right? He's probably getting some kind of knot in his stomach or something like that, because he knows something isn't right and things aren't going correctly. I believe that's the reason why, and the reason that he has this stress and all of that is because someone is being very deceiving. Someone is being very clever, and they are doing their best to be cunning and, again, deceiving. And that is the reason why he's ignoring your dad. And I got to tell you, I think just ignoring your dad isn't going to be the only one. I think it's going to turn out to be more and more family members as time goes on and as the deception gets worse. So, yeah, that's what I see for you. That is what I'm getting for you, Christina. Okay. Hey, Selena. It's great to have you here. It's very nice to see you. All right. You're curious if your financial situation will get better before the year ends. Will your financial situation get better before the year ends? So I think I think this is going to take a long time, right? Things are going to be stretched out for a while. It's going to take time, right? Ship is going on a long journey. And well, a long journey, of course, would be a long time of traveling, especially on a ship. So I do see where this is going to take a while. However, I see where you will feel very safe and warm and settled after this takes after you finally get to your destination, right, of financial satisfaction, I guess would be a good way to put it, right? Once you finally get to where you want to be financially, or at least to a comfortable place, I think you will feel that comfort. I think you'll feel that happiness and familiarity. I think it's going to take some type of communication, some type of business paperwork, most likely. It may require you taking a loan of some sort or something to do with, again, some type of paperwork that will be very important. Just remember, though, there is always that, if you don't do things through the correct channels, then there's always that chance that there could be some type of lie or deception, again, with the snake being the old sneaky snake, right? Just like it says, just like it looks. It is just what it looks like. It's that whole idea of being lied to, right? And something going bad because of those lies. So you want to watch out for that. Remember this, though, a snake does not stay around for a long time. Just a snake in general, right? A real snake doesn't stay around for a long time. So, if you do get yourself in a situation where someone is lying to you or trying to deceive you, and, something sounds way too good to be true, and then it probably is too good to be true, it's not going to be around for a long time. It is definitely not going to be around for a very long time. And that is, that's the good part of that, knowing that things will go away. But by the end of the year, I think there's a chance by the end of the year, you figure there's 3 full months, right? By then, there are 3 full months till the end of the year. And yeah, so I think that's where we are with things. I think yeah, it could be by the end of the year, and then you'll start to feel really good about it. All right, Selena, that's what I'm getting for you. All right, let me see. Jamie Griswold, how are you? I see you donated. Thank you so much for your donation. I also see that Serena's here, and she donated. So now I'm just waiting for you guys to put your questions up. So post up your questions, and I will get to them right away as soon as I see them. I will take one more question, though, before I do that. And Selena says, yeah, you had a feeling it would take a bit to get better financially. Of course, it always does, right? Always. Doesn't always seem that way. All right. Chanel, your life is going great, but you have a friend who's a girl, okay, who is trying to figure out if the guy she's dating will ask her to move in with her. All right. So will your girlfriend move in with her boyfriend? I get it. I got your question, Chanel. It is good to have you guys here. Serena and Jamie, thank you so much for being generous. Thank you for donating to the show. So yeah, you guys just post your questions and I will do them. All right, well, we got Ship, Foxman, and Cross. So what do we have? What do we make of that, right, Chanel? What do you make of that? Well, I think the boyfriend is going to ask her to move to him. Yes. He is going to ask her to move in because, of course, the ship is all about moving, right? And things are moving in a direction. It's about, it's about a journey. It can be a long journey because it's a ship. It's not some short-term type of journey because it's not something that would go that quickly. It is usually a longer term, long distance type thing, but it is about moving. It is all about moving. And I do see movement here. I think that once she gets there, she's going to need to get herself a full-time job, right? It doesn't have to be some great career, but it has to be at least like a 9-to-5 where she can work a full day and make enough money to help pay bills that are there. Yeah, she'll be moving in with a man, which would be her boyfriend. He is the man there. And, she will be very happy. She'll feel very blessed that this is going on, that she has been asked and things are moving in the direction that she really wants. So that's what I'm getting. Yes, there's going to be moving. Once she gets there, she's going to need to get herself a job if it's in a different town, which I think it may be, because it looks like this move is going to be a longer distance. It's going to be a little further away than she expected, or she should know where it is, but it's going to be further away than she expects to be from the job that she's at now. So she may have to get a new job. If so, it'll be just a regular old 9-to-5 job, which is okay. She'll be moving in with the man that's which is her boyfriend, and she will feel like this is a blessing for her. This is just what she wanted, and this is what she's been hoping for. It'll feel like fate to her. All right. I know, what a combination of cards, but you see how the story goes along with it, right? You see how that story comes out. And that's the amazing part of Lenormand, Chanel. That's why I love them so much. All right, so Jamie and Serena, Jamie and Serena. Yes, that is right. Jamie and Serena. I got Serena up first. Your question came in first, so there we go. Was the Aries trying to get a reaction out of you by telling you that he was leaving the country? Why did he say it so casual? Now, let's see if he's really leaving the country. All right. Let's see if we get the ship again. If we get the ship, he's definitely moving out of the country. I'll tell you that. Because again, that's that long distance travel, long distance moving. So you guys see me shuffle. It's not like I'm not shuffling. And then I cut the cards. And then I choose them randomly from all over the place. So when we get doubles, when we get the same card in 2 readings in a row or whatever, it's just is what it is. I don't know what else to do. Like cross. Like cross in the exact same place. All right, well, Serena, here is what I'm thinking. Yes, the Aries was trying to get a reaction out of you by telling you that he's leaving the country so casually. He's saying it so casually. I think. All right. So, by the way, you have coffin, tree, house, and cross. I think he is trying to. I think he's trying to end this, any type of relationship or friendship that you may have had. And that is causing some pain and making you feel he thought that might make you feel loss, right? Like losing him was a bad thing. It was going to be a really bad thing. And I think he was concerned that you were going, you really wanted to have more of a relationship with him, and he does not want to move forward, and he doesn't really know how to tell you. So he decided he was going to tell you that he was moving to a new place, somewhere where he would be settling in a different country, in a new house. And he thought that would, that burden would make it so that you did not have to, that you would not pursue him any more than you already have. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That is definitely what I'm seeing for you, Serena. All right. I'm sorry. It doesn't sound happy. I know that didn't sound like a happy reading, and and I don't like to give sad news, but I do have to tell you what I see, right? Hey, Aqualeo, welcome. It's good to see you. And Fairy Wren, it's nice to have you here. And there goes my shuffling. That wonderful shuffling I do. When I was a kid, when I was little, I mean, maybe 4 years old or so, I had another friend who was a little older than I was, a little more street smart than I was, because I was not street smart. I grew up under a rock, and yeah, the rock is still there. My mother said when I was born, they threw away the mold, but I found it still growing under the rock. Bad dad jokes, I know. Yeah. But anyhow, he says to me, hey, you want to play a game? I was like, yeah. I said, what is it? He says, 52 pickup. I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds like fun, 52 pickup. I said, how do you play? Next thing you know, he takes a whole deck of cards and throws them on the floor. He says, okay, now you got to pick them up. I was like, what a terrible thing to do to such a nice kid like me. Oh, well. Boy, did I learn, huh? So now I do 36 card pickup with these and 78 card pickup with my tarot decks, because my shuffling is not what it used to be. All right, Jamie, can I tell you how much your class lawsuit will be against the college? I can give you, I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly. It's going to be $4,313.63. But I can tell you, I can give you what I can give you, right? I can tell what I can tell. And I'm not seeing a lot in the how much department. I'm not seeing a whole lot about it at all. It's not, I'll tell you, this reading is really not telling me a whole lot about a class action lawsuit. It's telling me that this is a burden for you. This is something that has been weighing you down and makes you feel very overwhelmed. See, this reading is really telling me a lot about how it's making you feel, as opposed to what is going on with it, how much you'll see. It's telling me you're afraid that you're not going to get this at all. That's what I'm thinking. You're kind of afraid that you may not get any money out of this class action lawsuit at all. And that is not making you happy. That is not what you want to hear. Those are not the things that you really want to hear. But I think there's going to be some kind of I think there will be success for you. Okay. I do think there will be success. Bouquet is all about success, and it's also about gifts, right? It's about a gift or receiving something. And again, you're looking to find out if you're going to receive something. And I think yes. So does it tell me a little bit about it? Yeah, it really does. Bouquet is all about that type of thing. And it's about receiving something and having success. So will you get something from this class action lawsuit? Yes, you will receive something. It will be like a gift, right? It'll feel like a gift. You'll be successful in it, but you are, that will make you happy. That'll make you feel joy. That will make you feel good. But right now you are afraid and overwhelmed that this is not going like you want it to go. And that's what I'm seeing for you. That's really what I'm seeing for you, Jamie. All right. I'll tell you this. Lenormand readings usually go a lot faster than tarot readings because, again, there's only so much that each card can mean, as opposed to tarot where you can read so much into the pictures, right? You look at one tarot card and you could probably find 40 or 50 different types of pieces of symbolism in each one that all mean something different, right? You look at a tarot card, you look at a card. Oh, come on, focus. Well, you can start off before it focuses. You can start off by seeing that they're in a huge garden, right? You can see that there's a rainbow, and that's all about happiness, right? The rainbow. You can see that there's a fountain. There's a flower on top. I think it's a lotus flower. There are so many different little things all throughout these cards that they can mean so many different things. There's some type of little tiny edging on these cups, right? It's a boy holding a hand of his mother, most likely, but then there's the father and the sister in the background. So there's a lot of things you can read into a tarot card. These mean one thing. Well, these mean maybe 5 or 6 different things that you have to make your story out of. And sure enough, that's how things go. Hello, Daniela. Hello. Yeah, Jamie, thank you. I can see your comments, Christina. I can see them. Jesse Angel, what's going on? What does next week bring? Next week, a whole week from now. Well, Monday. What does next week bring when it comes to love and relationship? Well, there's a couple cards you're probably looking for here. I would be willing to say, and I hate this card, you're looking for Lily, you're looking for Stork, you're looking for Child. If those come up, this could be the night that you've been waiting for. Because I know what you're looking for, and I know what cards to look out for. Well, we got Stork. Look at that. So here's what you get. You have Stork, Dog, Mountain, and Bouquet. These cards are beautiful. I do think they are beautiful. And again, one of my early on moderators, my moderators from the very beginning of the show donated this deck to me. So it's a great looking deck. There's actually a tarot deck that is made by the same company with the same kind of artwork. It's very nice. So Stork, Jesse, Angel, we start off with that. And that's really like the topic of the story, right? If you really look at this as a story, the first card is always the topic. And then, what does the topic do and how is it going to do that? How is that going to happen? Now, if you had Stork here and Lily here, that would be a very different, completely different reading. But Stork is telling me there is a chance of a new creation. There is that chance of pregnancy. Stork is about a lot of different things, but obviously, when you talk about the stork, the stork is coming, all right? What do people mean when they say about the stork? Well, they mean somebody's having a baby. And sure enough, that does go along with that card, stork. It does mean other things. There's other things you can talk about with stork because, not everybody's going to be pregnant. Not everyone. But knowing what I know through the questions you've asked here many times, that is what you want. And that's exactly what you got right here in the beginning. Now, I think that's going to happen thanks to your loyalty, thanks to the way you are protected, and obviously with the help of your companion, right? Your partner. Now, I think there is going to be a bit of I think there's going to be some obstacles that hold things back. I think there's going to be a bit of some challenges that slow things down again here, right? Unfortunately. But I think once you finally overcome the obstacles, then you will, again, you'll have that gift. You'll have the success. And it's all about love, right? It's all about the love. And that's what this card is giving, is telling you, there's going to be a gift of love. Something beautiful will be coming. Okay. So, Jesse Angel. I think you're on the right track. I think you are on the right track. Right, Lisa? It's great to have you here, Lisa. Thank you for being here. So if you are here right now, please do me a favor and hit like. If you're new, please subscribe and get those notifications so you can see that I am here every single day, twice a day, 11:30 a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. And you can also get your daily tarot tips. One of these weeks, I am going to do a very different version of daily tarot tips for a whole week. And it's going to involve Lenormand. And I think we're going to see how it goes. We're just going to see how it goes. What do you think? I think it sounds like fun. All right, what's going on for the future? Birds and ship. Interesting. These cards have a matte finish to them, so they're not real shiny, but they are very colorful. All right. So here's what I see for your future. I think there's going to be some type of a social gathering, some kind of a get together, right? And I don't think it's going to be a large group of people. I think it's going to be a small group, maybe some friends or maybe family, right? It could be the Farrell family. That would be a large group though. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big group of you, but I do think there will be a small group gathering. And I think during that time, someone is going to, they're going to share some information that someone is having a baby. Yeah, I don't use child very often to mean that someone's having a child. But in this one, I really am. I think this small gathering is going to be to tell everyone at the gathering that someone is having a baby. And I think this is, then of course, this is going to be it's going to be a long journey, right? 9 months of journey. And I think that's going to start a lot of people gossiping, right? There's going to be there'll be a lot of talk, a lot of little chit chat doesn't really mean anything. It's not going to really mean a whole lot, but there'll be, communications, texting and emails and stuff like that. Hold on. So anyhow, sorry about that. Yeah, so of course it's going to be a journey, right? It's going to be an adventure, a long, long adventure, because children are an adventure for a long time, forever. But yeah, I think there's going to be some kind of communications after that. And of course, all that communication is going to be just small talk and chit chat and gossipy kind of stuff and texts and all back and forth. And I think that's what's going on. I think that's what the future reading is all about. And I think you know who this is. I think you know who this is. It's going to announce this information. I think you do. I think I do. So if I do, I think you do. And if you don't and I do, oh my. Oh my. Hey, Samantha. So let's see. You just want to know about your intended soulmate. What are the cards saying he's going to be like? Please and thank you. Very nice manners. All right. So let us see what we have. See what we can get from that. So I think this person is going to be larger than life. And I think there's going to be, again, I think there's going to be some type of a problem with something slowing them down to get to you, right? It's going to take a little extra time. It's going to take longer than expected because you have those barriers in your way, right? Obstacles. Mountains are obstacles. And I have to say that is the same as in tarot, right? If you see mountains in a tarot card in the background, well, that's an obstacle that you have to get over. Or if you're standing above mountains, then you have gone over you've gotten past your obstacles. But here, mountain is all about that obstacle, slowing things down, facing a challenge. So I think this person, who would be coming to you as a soulmate will find it difficult to get to you right away. I think there's going to be something that comes up that holds them back. But once they get there, again, I think there's going to be that friendship and that relationship. I think there'll be a lot of happiness. And I think it'll be very successful. I think you're just going to have to make a decision on how are you going to help them get past this obstacle, right? The obstacle is difficult. And, I think you have an opportunity to make a choice as to how you want them, how to get them past that, right? Because Crossroad, of course, is talking about just that, making a choice, right? It's all about choices and decisions. And you really need to think about it carefully. Which way should they go? Which direction should they go to get to you? So something to think about. Yeah, something to think about, Samantha, that's for sure. But I'm really glad to see you here. Always nice to have you. And always good to know what's going on with you. Breezy, what's your ex-J current feelings towards you? All right. What does J feel? So as you can see, Lenormand cards they really try and they really do a good job of giving you a very clear idea of what is with your question. Whoa, I guess it did. Could it be any clearer than that, right? So your ex-J feels like you are a very warm, settled, safe bet. You are the safe bet. It's the easy way to go back to someone. Right? Does that make sense? If you are, if someone's going back in a relationship, back to an ex, or wants an ex to come back, right? That's the easy way to go, because then that person feels very familiar. It's very easy to do that, right? That's the safe choice. And that's what you get here with House. It's the safe choice to get, to put your heart back into that. I think that will make you happy. I think, right? I think these things are all things to make you happy. And I do think that Jay is currently feeling, like there is still that whole relationship there. It's still there. There's the passion around it, right? The fiery passion. It's the heart. It's heart. Heart is all about love and romance, relationships. It's also about a very close friendship. House is all about, like I said, being very familiar, being very warm and settled and feeling safe, or being the safe choice. Sun is about being happy. And these are all the things that he wants. Anchor tells me that, again, he wants to feel that stability again. He wants to feel stable. He wants to feel safe. Again, Anchor is about safety. So it's very, very clear how things are, what he's feeling, right? He's feeling like he wants to go back to safety. He has the safe choice to go to. So whatever you want it to be. But yes, I think you're still in his heart. And I think that makes him very happy. I think that makes him feel warm. So that's what I'm thinking Jay is feeling for you, Breezy. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Samantha. Absolutely. All right, so Andre, we had a bad connection last time you were here. We had a bad connection. So I remember you said you wanted to work at this company and it was a distance from you. It was far away, right? I remember that. Hey, Kimbobulated, how are you? I see you there. Emily Rosa, how are you? LQMQR. All right, so will you get a job at that company that you really wanted to work at? And like I said, the whole idea was you wanted to, it was just a distance away from you. I remember that because you had said the company and you have put far in parentheses. And people say, I don't remember things anymore. Oh, little do they know, right? Yeah, Breezy, you are welcome. Very welcome. Glad to help. Glad to be able to do the reading for you. All right, so I have got some good news for you, Andre. Andre, the company you are looking to work at, or the job that you're looking to get to work at, let me ask you this, and I hope you're here to answer. Are you going to be working by yourself or on your own? Are you going to be like you work for the company, but you are actually more like an independent contractor kind of thing? Like your own job, like your own company almost, but not exactly. Not exactly your own company, but it feels like it. Like maybe you're self-employed. If you could let me know, that would be great. I think I do see a lot of good things. First off, I think you're going to get a job that you really, really love. And sure enough, that will be the job at the company you really want to work at. It's going to become a very good career for you. You're going to be very stable. It's going to bring stability into your life because it's going to be a good career. You will become at some point an authority, someone in authority there, and that'll be really good for you. This has been a dream of yours for quite a while. And using your intuition, I think you know that this is really going to work out. Now, Fish is where I had the question. Fish is about being self-employed, about being an entrepreneur, but it's also about, just money and wealth and being successful in business. So, I do see that you are going to be successful. I definitely think you'll get the job at the company you'll want. I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to move up. I think it's going to be a very good, stable career for you. It's your dream. It is your dream job. You're going to make money from it. And again, you will be very successful. So that's what I get for you, Andre. Hello, Ross. How are you? It's great to see you. Great to have you here always. Okay, let's see. Do I ever see you? Do I ever see you working in London again? Do I ever see you working in London again? And we're getting close to the end of the show, folks. We got about 5 minutes left. Don't forget, I choose all my questions randomly, so it has nothing to do with anything in particular. Everyone gets chosen at random. Donations take priority. They do guarantee a reading, and we have about 5 minutes left, so I probably have time for 2 more free readings. But if you want to guarantee a reading, you can make a donation, and I will stay as long as as long as you're donating. I will stay. So I think you are very loyal, Combobulated. I think once you are onto something, I think you're very loyal to it. I think you're willing to protect it. And I think I think you're a good friend. I really do. So, that's a great start. And that's that's great for people who want you to work in London again. Now, are you a little bit afraid of working there again? Yeah, I think so. Maybe you are a little bit afraid of it. Maybe maybe it's causing you to have some bad dreams or nightmares, right? You get that here with the moon. But I think with a little bit of luck, Clover, right? Clover luck, I think you should be very optimistic and hopeful that things work for you when it comes to working in London again. And I believe you will find happiness and success at a job in London. So, yeah, I definitely think London could work out for you in a very good way. And I think that's kind of what you want. So, yep, definitely. I definitely see where that is going. It could definitely be an option and an opportunity. And I think, again, it's because of your loyalty. I think it's because of your friendliness and your willingness to, help people and do things for people, right? To protect people, basically. So, all right, this is going to be my last reading, unless I get a donation. unless I get donations in during the reading. So, oh, let's see. Where was I? Up here, maybe. Amethyst. Amethyst, are you still here? You still hanging out? Oh, all right. LQMQR, absolutely. Please come back again. And like I said, I'm here at 11:30 a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I hope to see you back. I hope you were able to subscribe, and hope to get you to come back and see the show again. And I will definitely do my best to get you in for a reading. Thank you. And have a good night. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock there, huh? Oh, I got 5 cards out of it this time. I'm so used to doing 5 cards for my tarot readings that I only do 4 cards for my. Wow. What does the Spirit want you to know? The Spirit wants you to know that there is some type of a promise coming your way. Someone is going to promise you something, and it's going to make things start getting better in your life. This promise will make things in your life get better. It's going to be a message that comes to you. It's going to come pretty quickly. It's going to be good news that comes pretty quickly. I think it's going to be a message of love and happipiness. And of course, that would go definitely along with a promise or commitment and things getting better. So if you're in a relationship and it's not going so well, things aren't so great right now, I think things are going to get better, right? I definitely see where things are looking up, and I do see where there will be some type of a social gathering that will bring the two of you together more and really help things, really make you feel like things are going in the right direction. All right. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Amethyst. Yeah, definitely what I'm seeing. All right. So I will take one last look here, see if I have any donations. And I do. Ross. Ross, thank you. Ross, I will wait for your question now. Yeah, so if you are new, the show is called Tarot Days and Nights. I'm here every day, 11:30 a.m., 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, like I said. And yeah. All the other shows are tarot shows, but Wednesday nights we do Lenormand. We do Lenormand night on Wednesdays. And we always have a good time doing that. I always find the readings to be yes, I saw your ad. I saw your donation, Ross. I was just waiting for your question. Sorry. Yeah, so I always enjoy doing Lenormand night. The readings are just so very different, and sometimes they are so direct and on point that people are amazed. As a matter of fact, Serena, after her reading tonight, just said, wow. So, all right. So the free part of the show is over. we are doing donations only, and Ross has donated. And Ross's question is, you'd like to take a week's vacation alone. How is this going to affect my stress? I don't know. But if I had a week's vacation alone, oof. I think it's going to, I think by you promising yourself to take this rest and relaxation time for yourself, I think it's going to make you feel very safe. I think you're going to feel very secure in everything. You just have to make that promise to yourself that that's what you're willing to do, right? Make this a vacation. Make it. No, don't worry about other things. Don't worry about other people. Nothing like that. Just worry about you. Take care of you. I think you have the strength to do this on your own. And I think it will make you feel very stable, right? You'll have that stability. And of course, like I've said many times, many different times tonight, I think this is going to be a gift that you give to yourself that's going to end up making you feel very happy. I think it's going to make you feel beautiful at the end. And I think it's going to be a very successful vacation. I think you're going to have a good time. But you have to promise yourself in the beginning that it'll all be about you. All right, Ross. So that is what I get for you. Thank you so much for your donation. All right. So let me take a quick look here, see if we have any other donations. I do not have any other donations, so that will be our last question of the night. And I hope you enjoyed the show. It was a lot of fun, as always. Lenormand night is always fun. Lenormand night is always a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow with our regular show, Tarot Days and Nights. Again, 11:30 a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. If you are new here and you're still here, please subscribe. And if you're here at all, please hit that like button. I would appreciate it. And I will see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Or tomorrow morning, I guess. I'll see you all tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Thank you so much for being here, everyone, and have a good night. Bye now.